Hey, good afternoon. Hey, this is Rick Butler with Butler Homestead. Hey, I thought I'd invite you along with me today. Want to talk with you about a few things and show you some things. Some things like I got some chickens over here that I'm working with, and I'm using them to clean off all of this garden space out here. And they've been working on it for quite a few weeks, but they're about to get it done. And when this thing gets all done, we're going to be putting a hothouse over there. And about halfway between we have what's called a chicken wagon. We don't have another one of those little wagons type thing. I mean, we have a chicken wagon. But I want to share with you some things, but let you see some things too. Just right down here, we've got some greens growing. You see those? Oh yeah. Those are turnip greens, and we got some more color ones right here. We got these are mustard greens. They're growing good. But what we're doing, we built some more, and I want to show them to you. We got some different greens growing right out here. You can see those different greens. We're just growing different things out here all the time. But I want to let you know, I'm here to encourage y'all to let you know that you can do this, because I think it's really important that we get planning on growing our food. I don't know if right now, if you're growing much food at your house, you say, well, it's winter time. Well, mine's in the winter. I just planted a bunch of seeds and watered them real good and just kept waiting on them, and they finally broke ground. The turnip greens did in a hurry, and the mustard greens did in a hurry. And boy, now they're coming up, and we're sampling them. You just can go up there, and if you wanted to try it, I'm fixing to go down there right now and just break off a leaf. See this leaf right there? See that leaf? I just want you to know something. Buy some good. That's field mustard. It's a cover crop. You say, well, man, I couldn't eat. Yeah, you can. I just want you to know that I hope and pray that you're trying to make plans for the future, because the way our country is looking, and I don't know what'll happen with my video here when I get through, but I know that I can tell you this, and from my heart, honesty of my heart, I don't believe the government's going to take care of us. And you know, I'm middle-aged now. Middle-aged in my dreams. I'm 75 years old. Was in the ministry for over 40 years, and now I'm coming back and trying to get some things done and plant some things and grow some things, because you know, all down the road, this Social Security don't last very long. It doesn't. I mean, how you got plenty of it? You say, well, I've got my Social Security coming, and boy, I'm going to retire real soon. Let me tell you something. It's not enough. And I think that you know that, like I know that. And when I got mine, I thought, boy, this is really going to help us out. It helps, all right. But I tell you what, it won't take the place of everything that you got, your bills and everything else you got. But I tell you, you can do this. You can do the same thing I'm doing. You can build raised beds, real inexpensive. We're going to have, man, well, I tell you what, we're going to just slowly make a nice little trip around to the back. And I want to show you a new raised bed. Well, it's not a new raised bed. It's a relatively old bed. And we've had it maybe 6 years. And during that 6-year period, a couple of them, it just laid there dormant because I'd had a bypass surgery. But I'm doing great now. And I believe this working outside in the garden is going to help my heart too. Keeps me busy, keeps me moving. Because the whole thing about our life, we got to keep moving. And really, I tell my mother, who's in the nursing home, and she's in the nursing home now, and I tell you, Mama, you got to keep moving and you got to keep eating, because you got to have both of them. You got to have movement and you got to have food. And I believe that if you watch, we're coming up on that little garden I was telling you about, a new raised bed. It's our garlic bed right now. We did a lot of work on it, got it all ready. We went to the grocery store now. Went to the grocery store, and bought a couple of these, this garlic right down here. I'll just show you. Hang on here just a minute. If you can see right down in here, you can see it, the garlic. The garlic is really growing, and it's starting to come up real good. And we did that. All we did was go to the grocery store, bought several little cloves of garlic, or bunches of garlic, broke them up, put them in the ground, wet them a little bit. Now we've just put up some fencing, wire fencing, the other day to keep all the chickens out and keeping the varmints out. And but our garlic, man, it's taking off. You like to cook with garlic? Matter of fact, after I put them in the ground, haven't done anything else with them. But I tell you what, they're growing. You can see them. They were coming up from underground, and you can see them over here. They're just growing real good. And this other one we got, it's growing too, and we got some onions planted there. But we got another thing we're going to be doing. And folks, I can't encourage you enough to just try to do the best you can when it comes to getting your garden ready, because you just have to do that. Because if you don't, wow, what's going to happen? You're going to get hungry. But the government's not going to be able to help us. Things aren't going like I think it should have, but you know, they don't ask me about it, what's going on and what the world is like. And you know, you say, well, they'll help me some. They'll give me an increase along. They gave us a several percent increase on our Social Security, but you know what? Groceries are up over 5-6%. Have you noticed that when you went to the grocery store, that you're paying more for the same stuff you've been using for years? But you know what? Don't bother the government. They keep coming up with a way to tax us even more. So I would encourage you to look around in what you're doing. Find a way to start a little garden. Last year, you remember, we had some 5-gallon buckets that we raised sweet potatoes in. Made sweet potatoes in them. And we had another one that we planted. Matter of fact, got one right here I'm going to show you. We got some rosemary growing right here. And this is something that we planted along with the sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes grew. When we pulled them up, we left that in there, and now we got it growing. Folks, I tell you what, you can do this. You can grow food. And I can't encourage you enough how important it is to just do something. You say, Brother Rick, I don't have that much space. Start with a bucket. Find your little, if you go to sometime the garden supplies, you go into the garden supply places, and there might be some grow bags in there. I asked the Lord, I said, Lord, I need your help on this. And you know what? We got some grow bags. Somebody else gave me some grow bags. And so they're going to have things planted in them before you know it. We'll have them all planted, and there'll be stuff growing left and right. But you know what? We got a lot of room here, and I thank the Lord for it. We've been living here 16 years, but homesteading we've only done several years. But now that I'm retired, still working the gardens, doing what I can, still preaching. When somebody needs a fill-in, I do the same thing. But you know what? You can do this. I can't stress it enough. Just try it. Try it, you'll like it. We've been out for a while and for a few weeks and, really a few months and making videos because we've just been under the weather or there's things that's been going on wrong and just couldn't get it worked out. But now we have. And we're going to just keep on doing our thing. You just keep watching. And I tell you what, I need your help. I need you to go ahead and check subscribe, become a subscriber, and then also ring the bell that's down there so we can let you know when there's another video coming. And also give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up, because I found out if we just put thumbs up on here, it's going to help our channel out and make it where I can keep doing these things on a regular basis. So I just want to let you know that we're going to be back. We're going to be working with you even in the springtime, getting things ready for the spring. I'm going to show you step by steps, show you on the videos. How can you do it? Well, find somebody that's got an old piece of wood laying next to the road. Pick it up. You know, I'm using old stuff. I found an old board. It'd been laying out in a pile, so I took it out, cut it down. Now it's doing just fine. It's on one of my raised bed gardens. But folks, we're going to be able to help each other. You just keep tuning in. Keep an eye open for all of our videos, and we'll try to keep you posted on everything that's going on. But remember, you and the Lord is a majority. Now, the government's not going to be there to help you, but the Lord will. He'll be there. You just put your faith and your trust in Him, and then just do something. Just start. Just start. I've got some folks that I've worked with last year. Before our situation, some things happened, but in the past that I work with them, and they've got raised beds now, and it's doing real good. And we're going to be doing more in the days to come, and we're going to need your help. So don't forget, keep tuning in. Make sure you ring that bell, thumbs up, and go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and do it now, because I found out sometimes YouTube will unsubscribe you. So you got to make sure that you're subscribed in there. They'll cut you off sometime. So look, we're just going to let you go now. We love you out here. That's why we're trying, and we want to do this thing together so that we can grow these food together. God's going to bless it, and He's going to let you have a great time in the Lord. Remember our health. Keep monitoring the things that you can do. And if there's questions, write down in the comments. Just go ahead and write a question down, and I'll see what I can do about answering it. But down in the comments, you'll see different things going on. Read those comments. You know, I'm not perfect in what I'm doing, but we're giving it a try. Well, listen, appreciate you tuning in. Rick Butler, Butler Homestead. Alice will be with us on some of them, but she'll be probably with us on the next one we do. But listen, we love y'all. We pray for y'all. And remember, you and the Lord's a majority. And Uncle Sam, he's not here to take care of you. But you can do this. I know that you can. God bless you. You have a great day in the Lord. Keep tuning in.